Welcome to the webinar. And even though the title is, Are You Making These Common Business Mistakes? I have news for you. This webinar has something in it for everybody. If you're a business owner, you're going to learn how to achieve financial independence. If you have a job, you're going to learn how to achieve financial independence. And if you're just starting on your financial path, you're going to learn how to achieve financial independence. What I recommend you do is get a piece of paper and a pen and get ready to learn some really, really valuable information. My name is Dr. Paul S. Inselman, and I would like to welcome you to this webinar. I am very, very excited to be here, and I'm going to help you and be your guide on this path on learning how to achieve financial success. I am a business and success coach. I am an entrepreneur. I am also the host of the radio show called How to Build a Better Business that airs every Thursday morning from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. on WSBR in South Florida. You can catch it on the net at WSBRradio.com, and it is a live call-in show, and you can feel free to call in each and every Thursday to get your questions answered. I've also been awarded the Outstanding Coaches Award in 2014, 2015, 2016, and 2017. If you'd like to contact us by phone, the telephone number is 1-888-201-0567. Our email address is creativecoachingllc@gmail.com. And if you would like to get all sorts of great information from webinars to blog posts to rebroadcasts of our radio show, you can go on to www.creativecoachingllc.net. Okay, before we embark on our journey, let's go over a couple of quick ground rules. Number one, please silence your cell phones so you don't disturb others. Number two, please give me your full attention. This webinar will last about 30 to 35 minutes, and it is jam full of great useful information that you can actually deploy as soon as this webinar is over. My recommendation is to have a piece of paper and a pen ready to take some copious notes, and please hold your questions until the end. Thank you. Let's start on this great journey. Let me start off by asking you, do you want financial independence? I mean, do you really want financial independence? You see, financial independence is just not going to fall out of the sky and tap you on the shoulder unless you're lucky enough to win the lottery. Financial independence is achievable, but financial independence is something that you are going to have to work towards and work for. This webinar is designed to teach you the steps that you're going to need to take in order to achieve financial independence. We're going to cover a lot of information today. We're going to go over some statistics, and then we're going to go over common mistakes and pitfalls that people make in their quest to achieve financial independence. And then we're going to talk about what really is financial independence. Then we're going to go over some action steps that you can literally take today as soon as this webinar is over. And then if you have any questions, we'll go over a question and answer period. If you are thinking about opening up a business, it is really important for you to know this statistic, which comes from Bloomberg, and that is 8 out of 10 entrepreneurs who start a business will fail within the first 18 months, and a whopping 80% will literally crash and burn. According to Time.com, 1 in 3 Americans has saved $0 for retirement. And according to USA Today, 50% of Americans will retire with less than $60,000. Now, according to BizTrends, the 4 top challenges that all small business owners face are: number 1, cash flow; Number 2, the acquisition of new business. Number 3, the management of people. And number 4, time management. We are going to discuss each and every one of these areas in the upcoming slides. Another statistic. According to dailymail.com, the average American dies $62,000 in debt, and 73% of citizens owe money when they die. Now you have to make a decision if you are ordinary or if you're extraordinary. And let me define these two terms. 99% of the population are ordinary. These are what we call the 99%ers in the world. 1% of the population is extraordinary. And let me explain the difference. 1% of the population has controlled all of the wealth of the world. And wealth is defined as health, wealth, beauty, money, and opportunity. So 1% of the population has controlled 99% of all of the wealth of the world since the beginning of time. And what's interesting is, if you were to redistribute that wealth, take it out of the 1%ers' hands and give it back to 99% of the population, do you know what would happen? Within 4 to 5 years' time, the wealth would redistribute again and the 1% would control it. Now, the 1%ers of the world are the Mark Cubans of the world, the Warren Buffetts of the world, the Bill Gates of the world. Why does the 1% of the population, why have they controlled and can continue to control the wealth of the world? Because do you think they're extraordinary or do you think they're just ordinary? Absolutely, they're extraordinary. And why is that? Because 1%ers think differently, 1%ers act differently, and 1%ers get different results than 99% of the population. So you've got to make a decision, are you ordinary or extraordinary? Because if you're extraordinary, then stay tuned to the following slides because you're going to learn how to think differently like a 1%er and how to deploy differently like a 1%er. And then guess what? You become extraordinary. Financial independence. What is financial independence? The literal definition of financial independence means having enough income to pay your living expenses for the rest of your life without having to work full time. However, I don't love that definition. You see, financial independence really means, yes, having enough income to pay your living expenses for the rest of your life, but it really means and being able to live the lifestyle that you want to live without having to work full time. So what that means is being able to take a vacation whenever you want, making sure that your health care needs are paid for, being able to gift to friends or grandchildren, being able to buy whatever car you want or boat. And you know what? Really, it's having peace of mind. I love Susie Orman's definition of money. Money, according to Susie Orman, is peace of mind. And that really is, in my opinion, what financial independence is all about. Achieving peace of mind. How many of you are staying up at night worrying about making payroll or staying up at night wondering if they're going to make rent and having financial challenges? Wouldn't it be amazing if you could just have that peace of mind? So the way you achieve financial independence is by doing a couple of things. Number one, you have to have a consistent source of income. If you want to own your own business, that's fine. I have no problem with that, and it's awesome. Being a business owner has many advantages, both from personal accomplishment to tax benefits, etc. However, not everybody is equipped to run or own their own business. And therefore, there's nothing wrong with having a great job. Something that brings in a consistent source of income is the number one thing that you have to have in order to achieve financial independence. Number two, the way you achieve financial independence is by the compounding of interest over time. I want you to think of a diamond. How does a diamond get created? First of all, a diamond starts from a piece of coal, a literal piece of garbage of coal, is compressed for millions and millions and billions of years over time. That compression of time pressure equals the creation of a diamond. It's no different with financial independence. When you take small amounts of money and you get interest on that money, and then you reinvest that money and you get more interest on that money, and your pot grows more and more and more, it's that compounding of interest over time that's going to create wealth. Now, 1%ers understand that putting away little bits over time is going to achieve that goal. 99% live on someday I'll. Someday I'll start to save when I have an extra $500. Someday I will be happier when I have more free time. 1%ers know and understand that they create their own reality. They get off of someday I'll, they create it. So they don't wait until they have $500. They'll put away $1 because they know that $1 will yield them $1.10. And then $1.10 will yield them $1.50, and $1.50 will give them $3, and on and on and on. So the first thing that I want you to take is the compounding of interest over time. Start small, but start. I will guarantee you that everybody listening to this webinar can afford to put away $1, and then they can afford to put away $2 over time. And what you want to do is increase the amount that you're putting away as you're able to handle it, but start early and do little bits over time. Number 3, limit risk. There are no get-rich-quick schemes. None. The only way that you're going to achieve financial independence is by having a consistent source of income, putting away small bits of money over time, investing that money, and having those dividends and that interest reinvest themselves. Limiting risk is really important, because if you go into a get-rich-quick scheme and things just don't work out, you're going to lose it all. So very important to limit risk. Number 4, debt is the killer of dreams. The statistic from way back earlier in the slides talked about that the average American dies with debt. Debt is the killer of dreams because it's very difficult to get out of debt once you're in it. Now, there are 2 types of debt that you need to be aware of. One is called good debt, and the definition of good debt is anything that will make you money. So, for example, I buy a house, I go into debt, I take a mortgage, but I rent that house for more than the mortgage and the taxes, etc. I make a profit. That's good debt. I go to school. That extra schooling allows me to get a higher pay grade. I took out student loans to pay for that. I'm in debt, but because I get a higher pay grade, that's considered good debt. Bad debt is anything that depreciates. So, for example, if I buy a car and I drive it off the lot, it depreciates 20%, that's bad debt. Bad debt is frivolous spending. Putting money on a credit card, paying 20% to go on vacation, bad debt. So, get a consistent source of income. Make sure that you are investing small amounts consistently over time. That compounding of interest will make you more money. Limit your risk and limit debt. And the last thing are multiple streams of income. 1%ers understand that you don't put all of your eggs in one basket. So you don't put all of your money into one stock. You don't put all of your money into the stock market. You don't put all of your money into the real estate market. What you want to do is create different pots, if you will, of money or investment. So you may have a little bit in real estate, you may have a little bit in stocks, you may have a little bit in bonds, you may have a little bit in the bank, but you want to have multiple streams of income. As you get into the higher echelons of finances, meaning that you have lots and lots of money, then you can really diversify your income stream because you can buy different businesses, different asset classes, etc. So, the way we achieve financial independence: get a consistent source of income, whether it's owning a business or getting a good job, putting small amounts of money away and letting that interest compound over time, limiting your risk, limiting debt, staying only into good debt, and creating multiple streams of income. So if you're going to be a business owner and you're going to open up your own business, that is great. And that is such a great way of accumulating tremendous amounts of wealth. However, there was a slide earlier that talked about 80% of all businesses will fail within the first 18 months. So it's important to know some common pitfalls if you're going to open your own business. And the number one pitfall is undercapitalization. Undercapitalization means not enough money to carry you in the opening stages. So what you need to make sure is, if you are opening up your own business, that you have a minimum of, the government says 6 months of capital, but the Paul Inselman School says 18 months of capital. What that means is, if you had no business come through your door for 18 months, you have to make sure that you have enough access to ready cash or lines of credit that you're able to pay your expenses of your rent, telephone, electric, etc. in order to keep your doors open. So undercapitalization is the first pitfall of opening up your own business. Number 2, poor organization. If you're not getting a full 60 minutes out of every hour, you're wasting time. And that is the number 2 problem of business owners, is poor organization. So you must get your organizational skills up to snuff. Number 3, do not open a business, do not go into business, do not be in business without assembling the correct team. The correct team is a certified public accountant, the CPA. You need a business attorney. You need a business coach. You need an insurance broker. You need a financial planner. You need an investment advisor. And if you are running any kind of healthcare practice, whether it's a chiropractic practice, a medical practice, an osteopathy practice, etc., you need to get an insurance and coding expert. The next pitfall is not understanding how to get consistent new business. You see, new business, whether you're in a manufacturing business, or you're in a retail business, or if you're in a profession, new business is the lifeblood of your business. And the biggest problem in acquiring new business is that the old methods, they just don't work anymore. So strategic-based marketing is the way that you get a consistent stream of new quality-oriented business. Strategic-based marketing is comprised of having a UVP, a unique value proposition, knowing exactly who your ideal customer, client, or patient is, knowing how to use the buying funnel, which has been around since the late 1800s. It's how everybody buys all goods and all services, whether you are buying a new TV, a new car, chiropractic care, dental care, or anything else on this planet. Everybody goes through the buying funnel. And the last pitfall in opening up your own business or running your business is poor communication and management of people. The biggest obstacle that I deal with and that I hear from my clients is, my staff is terrible, they're driving me crazy. And that is usually due to poor expectation management on the business owner part and the inability to communicate and to train properly. So these are the common pitfalls to owning your own business. Now, what about if you choose just to have a job? There is nothing wrong with having a job, but a job does have some pitfalls also. Number one, your time is controlled. In other words, your employer is going to tell you what days that you have to work, what hours you have to work, what overtime you have to put in, etc. You lose control over your time. Number two, your income is controlled. In other words, your employer is going to tell you this is what your salary is. And if you accept that, then your income is controlled. You don't make any more unless there's a bonus system or you get a part-time job. Next pitfall of having a job is that you don't get to make the decisions. It's not your company. So you're told what to do and when to do it. And the last pitfall of having a job is there's no job security. You could be let go tomorrow. Some more statistics. In 2001, the Manchester company reported improvement in the following areas due to coaching. They found that there were benefits to the business itself and also to individuals. The benefits to the business was that productivity increased by 53%. Organizational strength increased by 48%. And bottom line profitability increased by 22%. The benefits to the individual executives who received coaching was that they found that working relationships with the direct reports, they improved by 77%. Working relationships with immediate supervisors improved 71%. Teamwork they felt improved by 67%. And working relationship with their peers increased by 63%. And in a recent study of executive coaching in a Fortune 500 company, reported a 529% return on investment and significant intangible benefits to the business. In a survey by PricewaterhouseCoopers, they found that the mean return on investment in coaching was 7 times the initial investment, and over a quarter of coaching clients reported an amazing return on investment of 10 to 49 times the cost. We are very excited at Creative Coaching because our clients have received an average return of 165% since 2008. So let me ask you, how would you feel if you were saving money each year for retirement? How would you feel as a business owner if you didn't have to go it alone, but you had an expert who you were able to call for advice so you didn't make costly mistakes? Or how would you feel if you had a job and you were able to call somebody independent to be able to bounce ideas off of, to come up with new and improved methods to help you earn more money because you would excel in your job? And how would you feel if you were organized? Think of your desk. Is your desk full of piles and piles and piles? How would you feel if you came into your office with a clean desk every day? How would you feel if you were able to take a vacation 3 or 4 times a year? How would you feel if you were able to spend more time with your friends and your family? And how would you feel if you were a business owner? If you had a marketing machine that brought in a consistent flow of quality, new clients, new customers, or new patients? Clients, customers, or patients that wanted your good or your service, that wanted to pay you, and that wanted to refer others. Since 2004, Creative Business Coaching has been helping clients just like you with custom created individual coaching plans where you don't have to travel at all because we do it all by phone or by Skype. We have personalized 24/7 service. We teach you how to successfully market in any economy because we teach strategic-based marketing. We teach you how to organize so you get a full 60 minutes out of every hour, so no time is wasted. And we teach you how to be able to take a vacation 3 or 4 times a year. We will teach you how to develop an A team that will support you, that will help you make money, and that will service your clients, your customers, or your patients the way they should be. We teach our clients how to monetize everything in their business so everything becomes a profit center. Creative business coaching has been teaching the laws of attraction since 2004, where when you understand that you're a magnet and that you are either attracting people and things into your life or you are repelling people and things out of your life. When you understand the laws of attraction, it's just like gravity. I don't care if you believe in gravity. I don't care if you like gravity. I don't care if you want to know about gravity. But gravity works every single time because it's a law. And a matter of fact, if you go to the Empire State Building and you step off the edge, let me tell you something. You're going to learn about gravity real fast. You see, gravity doesn't know and gravity doesn't care if you like it, believe in it, etc. It's there and it works all the time. And the laws of attraction are the same. 1% of the population understands and uses the law of attraction. Maybe that's why they are the 1%ers. Creative business coaching has been teaching our clients about the laws of attraction and how to tap into that 1%. We teach you money management skills. We teach you how to get out of debt. We teach you how to make money. We teach you how to invest money properly. We then teach you how to distribute money, how to spend money, everything about money. Creative business coaching will teach you. We will teach you how to achieve financial freedom. There are never any long-term contracts, and there is always 100% money-back guarantee on each and every coaching call. So, what are the results? In 2017, our clients grew on average 51%. You read that right, 51%. And since 2008, our clients are up an average of a whopping 165%. But don't take my word for it. Listen to what our amazing clients have to say. This client asked that his name not be used, and I want to respect his privacy, but his story is really amazing. He is in the service industry, and he had a shop where he was basically doing everything. He would do the estimates, he would do the physical labor, he would do the collection of fees, and he had a bookkeeper that would run the books, and basically he was always running around like a chicken without a head. I don't think he ever took a vacation. And he was stressed to the max, always worrying about money because his cash would be going out faster than it would be coming in because he had very poor money management skills. And basically what he did was he had a really great hobby, but he did not have a business. So the first thing that we did was we created an organizational chart and broke down all the different divisions of what his ideal business should be and what he wanted it to be. What we then did was taught him how to hire the right team and fulfill that organizational chart. And then I had him delegate everything that could possibly be delegated, with the exception that he would hold on to and do only the things that he could do. So in other words, nobody else could do the estimating because he understood the costs involved, etc. So his main job was estimation. Also, nobody was able to close a job like he was able to, so he did the closing. And then everything else was delegated out. The results were astounding. He was able to take vacations. He was able to really get his business running from a hobby status to a true business. And in March of 2017, I got the greatest email ever. He snapped me a picture of his profit and loss statement. He had crossed into millionaire territory. And we are so excited and so proud of him. And it was just an awesome, awesome client. Robert and Billy are another two awesome, awesome clients that I've had the privilege of coaching. They have an insurance agency, and their insurance agency was literally getting ready to close. With the advent of all the online services, they felt serious pressure in the acquisition of new business, to the point where they were literally on their last legs, that they had maybe 6 or 8 months left of money, and then they would be out of business. They hired me as a last-ditch effort attempt to turn their business around. And what we did with them to compete with the online services was we created an amazing UVP, a unique value proposition. A UVP is what separates you from every other person on the planet in your industry. And their UVP was amazing because these guys have doctorates in finance. And these guys have doctorates in, I think, social sciences also. In other words, they understood human emotion and they understood finances. And that's what drives the financial world. So they do lots of financial planning and investing with insurance-based products, things like annuities, things like whole life policies. And what we did with these clients was we had them create their UVP using their credentials of their doctorates. So, of course, it made them stand out better than anybody else. And as they talked about in their testimonial in front of you, they not only have turned things around where they were surviving, but they are thriving. And they are just doing so tremendously well. We're so proud of them and so pleased to be able to have the honor of coaching them all these years. This next client is another amazing client who had a very unique business, and we helped him basically organize his business and basically monetize his business so it was profitable at every turn. And as he talked about in his testimonial, they made up our fees in their very first week after starting our program. So, are you ready to start changing your financial future? This is what you're going to do. Take out your cell phone and go to whatever program or app you use to text. And in the recipient box, go ahead and type the short code 313131. And in the texting area, type the words EZ Consult, EZCONSULT, and hit the send button. In a couple of seconds or so, you will receive a text back. In that text, there will be a link. Go ahead and click on that link. That link will put you right into my appointment book, and it will enable you to schedule a free and no obligation telephone consultation and business analysis. After your appointment is made, you will receive a detailed business profile from the company called Sign Now. And what you can do is you can fill out that profile right online. It'll take you about 10 minutes. You can fill it out right online, click the done button, and it will come right back to me. If you're not in business, if you're just starting out, or if you have a job, not a problem. Fill out whatever you can, whatever pertains to you on that business profile. And again, after filling out that profile online, press the blue done button and you're done. On the day of your telephone consultation, I will call you at the specified time, have your business profile handy, and we will go over step by step where the holdbacks are in your business, your job, or your financial life, and I will help you create a plan to fix those problems. If there is no obligation, there is no fee for that. If you feel that you want to continue and work with me, that's great. We will create a custom created coaching plan specifically for you based on your budget, your needs, your wants, and your desires. If you don't text, that's not a problem. Go ahead and write down the link, https://my.timetrade.com/book/V69YJ, and then follow the same instructions to schedule that free and no obligation telephone consultation with me. This will be a very, very valuable 30 minutes that you spend, because we will map out a complete custom plan specifically for you. And again, there is no obligation and there is no cost. Let's go over some frequently asked questions. The first question I get is, how does coaching work? So the first thing we do is, on that no obligation call, we go through your business profile and we find out specifically where your blocks are. Your blocks are going to be either in your mindset, mechanically, or both. And that's what's stopping you from getting to the next level. And what we do is we set up weekly calls to create strategies to fix those blocks. We work on a 3-week on, 1 week off schedule, meaning 3 weeks on, we create strategies, and the 1 week off is where we deploy. And then we come back again 3 weeks on, where we measure the results of the deployment, and we tweak, we create new, whatever we have to do. But the bottom line is that we will get you through your blocks to get you to the next level. How much does coaching cost? That's a common question, and that really depends on what services you need, want, and desire, how much time you want to book, and what your goals are. You see, each of our programs are custom created for the individual doctor, the individual chiropractor, the individual business owner, or the individual person who has a job. Everything is custom created, meaning no two clients are coached the same. And what we do is we work within your budget to create a program specifically for you. We have hardship programs, so virtually anybody who wants coaching will be able to afford coaching. How long does it take results is a great question that I'm always asked. And, I'm not hedging, but everybody is different. There are some people that literally get instantaneous results, and there are other people that it takes longer. But let me give you averages. The average break-even point is somewhere around 3 to 6 months. And typically our clients start getting a return on their investment within 9 months. And typically by 18 months, they're getting a significant return on their investment. Like I said, last year our clients received a 51% increase in their income on average. And since 2008, we've averaged 165%. And that's what you can expect on your return on your investment. Is there a guarantee? Absolutely yes. If you are not happy with any coaching call, at the end of that call, just tell us, and you will receive a full refund for that call. We will sit down and determine where we went wrong so we can make it better for you next time. But yes, we offer a 100% money back guarantee on each and every coaching call. You will be happy, or you will get your money back. So I want to thank you for taking the time in joining this webinar. I hope that you deploy the information that we taught you immediately, because that is going to get you to financial independence. To book your appointment, you could text 313131, text the word Easy Consult to 313131, or you can go to the URL that's listed there and book your appointment through the computer. If you need to contact us to get other questions answered, creativecoachingllc@gmail is our email address. Our website is there, and if you want to call us, the number is 888-201-0567. Thank you so much again for joining. We wish you a great day and much financial success. Thank you.